Alright guys, back with more Dragon Age Origins. Oops, fuck. I'm sorry, that was me. That was me. Okay, and let me just quickly... that as well. And we're ready to go. Okay, so on our previous part, we recruited the Dalish. We also did Liliana's and Alistair's personal quests. We met Alistair's sister, who is not really a sister. I don't think it's their actual sister, even a half sister, based on what we know later about who his mother really is. And we also confronted Marjolaine for Liliana, and we shoot her away. And yeah, that's what we did. So now we are going to head to Orzammar actually, because I don't want to go to do the Denerm stuff. I leave that for last. I just dropped by to do their personal quest real fast.
Yes.
So yeah, let's go. Oh, I want to go here first. Damn it. Never mind. Oh, they're just sparkling. I think I've also sold everything that I don't need. Except for these two, that's fine. Oh, no, never mind. I do have some other stuff to sell. Hi.
I've told you what I know.
Sell this. Sell this. I'm gonna keep these because I think you need them to give to the dwarves later. I'm not sure. Alright, cool. Oh, and werewolf pelts. Let's see what you
Your
do.
wish? Yes.
Huh? What's that?
A bit more dying, please.
What the hell?
Tell me.
Cute.
Let us be on our way.
I demand an audience. You insult all of Ferelden with your... King Loghain will not...
Vieta, this land is held in trust for the sovereign dwarven kings. I cannot allow entry at this time.
King Loghain demands the allegiance of the Desher, or lords, or whatever you call them in your assembly. I am his appointed messenger.
I don't care if you're the king's wiper. Orzammar will have none but its own until our throne is settled.
I have urgent need to talk to your king.
Who doesn't? If I don't get in, no one should.
Orzammar has no king. Endrin Idukan returned to the stone not 3 weeks ago,
Oh.
sick over the loss of his sons. The assembly has gone through a dozen votes without agreeing on a successor. If it is not settled soon, we risk a civil war.
1 second. Alright. I'm a Grey Warden. This treaty obliges Orzammar to aid me.
The Wardens killed King Cousland and nearly doomed Ferelden. They're sworn enemies of King Loghain.
Well, that is the royal seal. That means only the assembly is authorized to address it. Grey Warden, you may pass.
Thanks.
You're letting in a traitor? And a foreigner? In the name of King Loghain, I demand that you execute this stain on the honor of Ferelden.
Grant your false king. The dwarves will not hear him today.
You'll hear of this. King Loghain will see you quartered.
Whatever.
You are free to enter Orzammar, Grey Warden, though I don't know what help you will find.
Atrast Vala, Warden. Your arrival is a mixed blessing. We prefer that outsiders not witness our infighting, but your presence will be tolerated. Fair journeys, Warden.
Those statues are dwarven paragons, if I remember right. The best of their ancestors.
Do you think they sell miniatures of these in the city? I would love to have some on my mantle.
How did you get
for a poor old... A bit of food, my lord. Some coin. For the ancestors' sake.
These are not your ancestors. You taint the memory of our paragons with your presence. Get back to Dusttown where you belong, Brand, or I'll throw you into the deep roads as a snack for the stalkers.
No. No, don't hurt me. I just wanted some food.
Now that's a thing of beauty, daughter. If you work hard like Branka, all Orzammar will know your name.
Mother, I don't want to be like her.
Don't say that.
Very well.
Show respect, Surfacer. You're in the Hall of Heroes, home to the best of us.
The figures are quite grand indeed.
Paragons, dwarves who achieve such greatness, they're considered ancestors, even if they yet walk among us. If only we had one now. A unifier. A voice like that, there would be no dissension.
Perhaps I can help.
Perhaps I don't want you to.
Oh.
A Surfacer should not see us in this kind of disarray. Goodbye, Warden. I hope you're not needed.
Okay, fuck you too. Fuck.
Do you miss the cloister much? I heard you were quite happy there.
Yes, I was generally. It was peaceful and it gave me a new start. No one knew who I was, but sometimes I am glad I am away and back on the road. There were bothersome things about the place. Well, bothersome people. Some of the brothers and sisters would talk to you like the chant they spoke was more pleasing to the Maker. Oh, I hated the way they talked down at me. So sometimes I forget the words to the chant, or say them wrong. But so what? The Maker looks into your heart, no? So it doesn't matter what your lips say, as long as your heart is true.
I think you're missing the point, my dear. The chantry believes the chant of light should be spread around the world. You cannot spread it if those that are speaking the chant are speaking it incorrectly.
But I came to the Maker before I had even heard all of the chants. The Maker speaks to people. They just don't know how to listen. It is all a power game, I think. If they convince others they know more, then they must be respected.
Child. Of talk that made them wary of you. Opinions that differ from your own are always threatening.
I shall do it.
I shall do it.
It is the Assembly who makes a king, and a king who nominates his successor. None of it is carried in the blood.
Or, as now, when someone tries using the Assembly to pull a coup. Who's to say what my father said in his final hours, when the usurper Harrowmont was the only one by his side?
I'll have you thrown in prison.
You've bitten off more than you can chew.
Handlers, separate these dashers in the Diamond Quarter. I will not have Balin incite a riot.
You will not speak that way about the man who should be king!
Wow. A bit violent.
I won't have fighting in the Commons, especially in front of outsiders. I find that sodding fool, I'll have him in the Legion.
Weren't you the one that just died?
Vieta, Surfacer. I'm bid to let you walk the commons, but keep your place. Warden or not, I want order.
The Blight is coming and I need Orzamar's assistance.
Surface problems. Well, we have no king to hear you. You can join the shouting at the assembly in the Diamond Quarter if you want. Bunch of Desher lords bickering over sand. Balin, Harrowmont. Is one so different? No paragons here.
Sounds like Balin and Harrowmont are the ones to talk to.
They've caged themselves for fear of each other. As you've seen, keeping order down among us working people is dodgy. No place for a proper lord. Balin speaks through his second, Vartag Gavorn, in the assembly. Lord Harrowmont speaks through Dulin Ferender from his estate.
You mentioned paragons?
Surfacers appoint no paragons? Truly, you're lost in all that sky. They are the best of us, declared living ancestors. If you must be our warden, at least know us. Go to the Shaper of Memories in the Shaperate, the true bright spot in the Diamond Quarter.
Can a city function like this?
See, that's why I don't want you surfacers seeing our worst. You'll think that's all we are. The market is thin, but busy, and the tavern never closes.
Thick.
Bad blood is usually kept to the proving. Should toss Balin and Harrowmont in there, sort this all out in a hurry.
The proving?
Personal battles for honor and ancestor. I don't expect a surfacer to understand.
Alright.
If you must be our warden, at least know us. Go to the Shaper
You
of
said
Memories
that.
in the Yes, you should.
Hello?
Did you see that? I cannot believe what this city has come to. This would never have happened when Endrin was alive.
This Balin, is that King Erdrin's son? Aye.
What a terrible burden for a father to have only Balin left of 3 fine sons.
Damn.
In the end, Endrin himself recognized that Balin cared for nothing but power. It was Endrin who ordered his son away from his deathbed and embraced Lord Harrowmont as his heir.
People are at each other's throats.
The city is torn apart. King Endrin is dead, and the Assembly can't decide who takes the throne, Lord Harrowmont or that monster Balin.
Why such hate for Balin?
Everybody knows he killed his brother Trian and let his father's favorite son take the blame. And many question whether Endrin died abed, as we were told, or whether Balin helped him along.
Is Harrowmont qualified to rule?
He is a good man and a skilled general. King Endrin trusted him with his life, and I will do no less.
Who are you?
I am Narav Helmi, 3rd daughter of the 2nd matron of House Helmi. And you, stranger, what brings you to Orzammar at such a time?
I am Freya, a Grey Warden, and I'm here seeking aid.
A Grey Warden? That explains why they allowed you past the gates. What kind of aid do you mean?
I have a treaty compelling Orzammar to aid against the Blight.
A blight? Now? But our warriors are killing each other in the streets. I'm sorry, stranger. I fear there will be no aid for you in Orzammar. If you seek Lord Harrowmont's support, I suggest you talk with his trusted advisor, Dulin Ferender. He might be able to get you an audience.
Hello. Oh, you don't care.
Well met, Grey Warden.
Well met.
Excuse me, do you have a moment?
No.
I knew I should have stuck to common nugs. I've gone and lost them too. I'll never find them the way they skitter.
Common nugs? I don't like those. They look dirty.
Dirty?
No way I'm going back to that supplier in Dusttown. Guess I'm shutting it down.
If I see any nugs, I'll send them your way.
Good on you, stranger.
Let's look for nugs. Hi.
You look like you're not from around here.
Yes, you could say that.
Oh, wonderful. I've been trying forever to find someone who really knows the surface world. I don't suppose you've heard of something called the Circle?
The Circle of Magi?
I've been trying to reach someone there for years. I've sent missives with every caravan, but I never get a reply. I want to know if they would accept me for study.
Why wouldn't they?
No dwarf has ever studied at the Circle of Magi. I guess you never read First Enchanter Capelon's treatise concerning dwarfs and the non-heritability of magic. He tested dwarfs from 20 bloodlines and found they couldn't perform any level of spell casting, regardless of lyrium exposure or time on the surface. The Circle speculates that lyrium in the stone shields us from spiritual influences, and over time made us immune to them.
Sorry. So what do you want with the Circle?
I want to go to the Circle to study. I don't want to do magic. No dwarf can cast spells, but I don't see why I shouldn't study it. It would be a valuable exchange. Orzammar would learn of one of the great natural forces of the surface. And the Circle gains direct access to our knowledge of lyrium smithing.
I can bring the Circle your request.
That would be wonderful. My name is Dagna, daughter of Janar of the Smithcast. Tell them I've already begun reading the Tevinter Imperium's Articum Kadab, and it's just fascinating. Did you know the Imperial Magister Lords once had genealogies of every human family known to produce a mage child?
I'm not surprised.
She's so enthusiastic and adorable. I'm glad we're helping her.
Oh, I'll go pack my bags right now. I'll be waiting by my father's shop.
Hey, what's down there?
Does that lead out to the deep roads? I hear they're crawling with darkspawn.
The deep roads are home to the darkspawn now. Oddly, they're supposed to be safer to travel during a blight.
Interesting.
Go on, I'm out of the nug game. Got nothing to say. Saraka, I'm back in the game, such as it is.
Hello.
Greetings, and welcome to Garrison's Luxury Goods Shop. Wow, there are a lot of you. And I've never seen one of those before. The things they come up with. What was I saying?
Have a look at my shop, I hope.
Right. Yeah, I have some lovely things here. Lyrium enhanced, of course.
Golden mirror. Oh. 10 constitution. Whoa. Get that for sale. Okay, I'll ask you.
I'm only asking because you never know who's going to get hungry.
Are you alright?
Oh, I was hoping you wouldn't notice. Most people don't anymore. Or maybe they're too polite to mention it. I had a little incident a few years back. Too much time with the raw lyrium ore, you know. Maybe it was a bad vein. I cut myself and the dust got straight in the blood. Since then, it's been a little hard for me to concentrate. Except when forging, then I'm straight as an arrow. Best work I've ever seen. Look around the shop.
Aren't dwarves immune to lyrium's effects?
Of course we are. Weak surfaces like you touch the raw ore, and you'll bleed from your eyeballs and how weird seeing how big you are. Even surface dwarves lose it. Us down here, though, we should be able to handle it just fine. Only not too much and not every day, and not breathing the dust and not direct in the blood. Ancestors' own bad luck.
So working with lyrium made you crazy? No.
Well,
What happened to you?
You know, raw blood of the earth. It's more alive than you and me. Most of the time, that's no problem. When it's all bundled up in a piece of steel, it'll leave you alone. But handling the ore directly, sometimes you get burned. It's not just your skin it takes off. It'll burn directly into your mind.
I mean, it didn't make him crazy.
Right.
That's rude.
Wow. So this is Orzammar. It's huge.
It's big.
For a tiny people, they certainly build high ceilings.
Hey, Dagna.
Ancestors, guard my son, for he is lost in darkness. Mothers, keep him safe, for you know... I'm sorry. Did you have an offering for the ancestors? Although, I can't imagine your ancestors reside in the stone.
Maybe I'm just a really tall dwarf. What were you praying for?
My name is Vilda, widow of Turok of the Smith caste. I pray here every day for my son, Ruck. I only wish I knew whether I should be asking for his safe return or for the ancestors to accept his soul.
What happened to him?
It was 5 years ago. He was only a youngster. He joined a Deep Roads excursion, the only smith to go with the warriors to repair their arms. He was so proud, but he got separated somehow. When they came home, he wasn't with them.
Did anyone go after him?
The captains don't want to lose anyone searching for stray men. Too many were taken by dark spawn that way.
There are ducks from the drift. What a stupid question. We shouldn't abandon him. I'll look for him if you want.
How? There is no way except to brave the deep roads yourself.
I'm a Grey Warden. That's what we do.
A warden? So you could do it. Only wardens face the deep roads without a company backing them. Oh, thank you. The ancestors finally heed my prayers.
Take heart, good widow Filda. We'll do our best.
Please, find me as soon as you return.
One sec. What the hell? My friends are sending weird pictures on Discord. Huh?
Welcome, traveler. You look like you'd appreciate a chance to browse some good Orzammar steel.
Absolutely.
I hope you find something to your liking.
I'm looking for backpacks, but I guess nothing. That's a tavern.
Watch out for that puddle of whatever it is.
What is that smell? Dwarven vomit. Charming.
Is that drunken singing I hear?
Maker's blessing on you, sister.
I didn't think dwarves believed in the Maker.
I'm Brother Burkle of the Red Cliff Chantry, returned to my ancestors' land to spread the chant of light. I'm petitioning to open a chantry in Orzammar.
Don't dwarves worship their ancestors or something?
There is resistance. It's obvious the world wasn't created by the mortal souls who dwelt within it. Yet the dwarves of Orzammar persist in worshipping their own forefathers.
That's their religion. You shouldn't interfere.
You speak as if these people have deliberately chosen to reject the Maker, but most of them haven't even heard his name. How can they choose the path of enlightenment if they never learn that the path exists?
They know about it, I imagine. Presumptuous fool.
Andraste revealed the truth. The Maker took her up to live at his right hand and... No, never mind. It's clear you strayed too far to be brought back with a single conversation.
Usually I do that quest, but it's weird. What? Did you say something? I feel like they wanted to say something.
So you're a Grey Warden. You think I'm impressed?
You should be.
Atrust Vala, stranger. You must be the Grey Warden we heard about. Welcome to Tapsters. I'm Cora, your hostess. How may I serve you?
You have backpacks?
With 52 types of ale, 17 types of mead, and a dozen imported wines, we should be able to serve your needs. What do you have?
A round of your best brew for myself and the house.
Someone's feeling generous. A round of Valentis Red for everyone. This, my friend, is the Paragon of Ales. The best your money can buy. Enjoy.
Sick.
Did you need something else, Warden?
Just looking around.
There's an ale out there with my name on it.
Hello.
Afternoon, stranger. You looking for a stool to share a brew?
Don't mind if I do.
I recommend the Lycan Ale.
They brew it downstairs. Name's Naveen. I fight with Prince Balin's Expeditionary Field Unit. Yourself?
I'm Freya, a Grey Warden.
Figured as much. Good folks, Wardens. I was in the deep roads when that one came by. What was his name? Dunca... something like that.
You knew Duncan?
I met him, sure. Good man. Solid. He knows what we go through in the deep roads. Not many do. Not even the ones who live this close. You have to be on the front lines.
You work for Balin?
I go where I'm sent, fight when I'm there, and leave politics where it belongs.
Who's your unit fighting?
Darkspawn. Not much use in turning our weapons elsewhere while those vermin still live.
Thanks for the drink, but I should go.
Watch yourself. Orzammar politics are getting near as dangerous as battle.
I don't want to say to everybody that I've never been to the deep roads as a warden.
Told him I don't understand why the provings aren't open to everyone. I mean, it's how they act. Lord Dennick Helmi, honored Desher of the Orzammar Assembly, and terrible disappointment to my esteemed mother, who
Nice.
doesn't like me spending time in taverns. You understand what I'm saying, right? On the surface, there are no castes, and it works fine. Am I right, Warden?
I mean, there are noble houses. Things are hardly equal on the surface.
But there are those like you who see this with concern, no? Well, I've taken the time to actually talk to the other castes. You know, most smiths and tavern keeps would make decent deshers if we gave them a chance and a seat in the assembly. Orzammar are so mired in tradition, no one bothers asking if the castes are even necessary.
So you get to vote for on the next king?
Me and 79 other fine, upstanding examples of how someone who's born into every privilege inevitably wants more. They're not fond of my views on equality.
How does the caste system work anyway?
Badly. Oh, you're serious? Well, it's simple, I guess. The king and elected deshers of the assembly are at the top. Then it's the nobles. Then the warriors and all the craftsmen. At the bottom are servants. The casteless and criminals are below even that. Your caste is determined by that of your same-sex parent. And that's where you stay your whole life, whatever your skill.
I should get going.
As you wish.
They're everywhere. What? Get away. You'll change like the rest. Monsters hidden in all my friends.
What's wrong?
They follow you. Once you are in the story, they possess your friends and follow. See? I found copies. All from the same pen and older than the ones in song. Dormant my ass. Take them. I want out. I won't disappear chasing a lie. I won't.
Okay. Oh.
Got a man drinking.
Yeah. Oh.
A rich one. We'll get plenty for their kids.
No quarter shall we give.
Attack. Whatever.
Be careful. Very well. It is the
Any nugs? Or have you eaten them all? Hello.
Who are you? You don't look like any guardsman I ever saw, and that's not much of a uniform.
I'm Freya, a Grey Warden.
Oh, you looking for a chance to bring in some coin?
I'm rich, but
Me, I
okay.
have that opportunity, especially for someone with a few connections above ground.
I'd have to hear.
No offense, but your kings have some laws that don't make sense in a practical kind of world. Like about who gets to buy and sell lyrium, the sacred gift the stone provides us to show her love. No law should regulate that. The laws are meant to keep mages away from the stuff, so there's always buyers in the Circle Tower. I got one man named Godwin. He's expecting a delivery of a stone's weight. You want an investment opportunity? I could see fit to, say, sell you that. You can keep it, or, since you can travel freely from here, sell it to Godwin, who you know is buying. And if you bring back his return order, I could pay you, say, 20 sovereigns as a finder's fee.
50 is a bit much when you've got no options. 40.
You haggle like a merchant born. Deal. Here's the lyrium, then. You, probably don't want to take it out of the box. I'll be waiting for the next order somewhere out of sight. Say, just around the corner.
Okay.
Let me guess.
Whoever you're
This is where
looking
the
for,
poor
it's
people
not
live.
me, I swear.
Oh dear. The differences between this side of town and the others is striking.
I think I just stepped in something.
What's this? Hello.
What are you looking for? We got nothing to buy for the likes of you. Or maybe you wanted to sell.
Let me see your wares.
Of course.
Nice. Whoa. Stupid phone. Just always making sounds. Okay. Smuggled lyrium. Okay.
Whoever you're looking for, it's not me, I swear.
Your clothes are so fancy. Did you get them topside?
Yes.
My ma'am used to say they don't got no stone to protect them topside. If I go up there, I'm gonna fall into the sky.
That doesn't happen.
Yes. When my dad left, he never came back. Who's to say he didn't fall up, eh?
I have to go.
Don't fall into the sky.
Well, look at that. It's not often old Nadezda sees a fine-dressed stranger here in Dust Town. Help a poor cripple. You're as kind as you are beautiful.
Thank you.
I owe you when I get back on my feet, if my feet still worked. It takes a stranger to notice how bad things are, huh? No dwarf would lift a sodding finger. Excuse my language. What takes you out of the Diamond Quarter, stranger? You got a vice you're looking for old Nadezda to fill?
Tell me about Dust Town.
It's pretty much as you see it. The raw stone where the castless live, because we're not welcome elsewhere. You're born to wear a branded face in Orzammar, and you'll live your life in Dust Town.
What do you mean by brand?
Means you don't exist. It tells everyone who sees you not to work with you, not to serve you, and not to care if you're hurt. The Deep Lords burn it into us the day we're born, so no one accidentally oversteps her place.
How did you get crippled?
I'd say it was an accident, try to get some sympathy coin, but you look like you'd rather hear the truth. I was running protection for the Carta when some guardsmen caught me. Duster I was with had coin for a bribe, but I took a stand. Guardsmen broke my sodding kneecaps and had me kneel in dung until the infection set in. Never healed proper.
Can they just get away with that?
I don't know where you're from, but in Orzammar, castless have no lineage, so it's no crime to hurt you. You're born to wear a branded face in Orzammar, and you'll live your life in Dust Town.
I should get going.
I'll just stay out of your way then.
As you say. Allow me. I could do that for you.
It is begun.
Allow me. I could do that for you.
spare a bit for the needy? Please. It's not for me, it's for my child.
Look through the slot. Okay.
Have you a coin to spare, milady? It's for my son. He's sick. He hasn't any clean clothes to wear or anything to eat today. Neither have I.
Here's 5 silvers.
Thank you. That a stranger would care so much when my own family.
Why can't I give more?
Halls unless I'm willing to. But no, I can't bear to think of it.
Sick. Right. What does your family want you to do?
My son's father is casteless, as is he. I used to be a minor, but my parents stripped my caste and refused to accept me back. Unless I agree to abandon the child in the deep roads and pretend I never bore him.
That's horrible.
I cannot abandon my baby. The Shapers teach that only children of true lineage exist, not those born casteless. But they never carried a child. He cries like any other infant, and smiles when he's warm and full. I can't kill him because of an accident of birth, an accident I forced on him.
Can't you just take your son to the surface?
I thought about that. They say there's no caste up there, that humans don't care about lineage. I've never met a surfacer, though. I thought it might not be safe.
I'm from the surface.
And you've been kinder than any of my countrymen. Perhaps it's a sign. If it gives my son a chance to live, I will go. Thank you, stranger.
Can I give you more money?
My eyes. Perhaps I'll see you next in the light of the sun.
5 silvers? That's nothing. Hello.
Welcome to... I must say, you look like our type of people.
Oh, yeah?
Looking for a new set of mail. At Genar's, we have everything from leather to platinum.
Let's see what you've got.
Of course. Keep in mind, we also take items on trade. A Trust Vala, stranger. Here for armor or conversation?
You know anything about what's been happening with the king?
I stay out of politics. It's not good for a smith to get the attention of those who grant vendors licenses. Lord Harriman's a fair man. My father did business with him, and he always paid on time. But the Idukans have served us well. If it is the ancestors' wisdom to keep them on the throne, I cannot object.
Are you part of the Smith caste?
I, for 100 generations.
Wow.
My father made his name by inventing a fold and tacit, which were integrated into the cuirass. But, I'm guessing by your face, you're not a smith yourself.
Do you have a daughter named Dagna?
Has she been bothering you? Gets a whiff of surface stink and she's like a cave tick. Won't let go.
She wants to become... No. No, she hasn't been a bother.
Oh, good. Well, let me know if she does trouble you any.
I'd like to help her study with the mages.
Do you even know what that means? If Dagna goes to the surface, she forfeits her caste. She'll never be able to marry or work in Orzammar again. Dwarves don't do magic. Dagna knows that. It's just a childhood fantasy that dies hard. Please, if you see her, send her back and let me talk some sense into her.
No, I'm gonna help her. Because she does it anyway.
It shall be done.
Where's the diamond quarter? Vigorous imports. Hello.
You have come at a difficult time.
The noble houses do
Orzammar is
love their
ailing for
luxuries,
want
don't
of a
they?
king.
So the closer you live to the surface, the higher class you are. Unless you're actually on the surface.
Yep.
From what I've heard of dwarven politics, I'm almost surprised we haven't seen blood running these streets.
Lord Balin is a bad man. Yes, very bad.
Good job.
Nothing I say is provably false.
Armand's estate. Lady Dace.
This has dragged on too long. It's an insult to King Endrin's memory.
I hope you'll support Lord Harrowmont.
I'm not sure who I should support.
Change and defense. Lord Harrowmont is the voice of stagnation and ruin. I just get paid to speak the truth. If you have an issue, speak to
Alright,
my
Palace, Noble.
Your service to House Iduken does you credit.
So, how is it the dwarves have a king? I thought they voted on everything. Huh. That's a lot of lava. I guess they just hope it never erupts.
Wonder why they decided to build a city around streams of lava. It's an accident waiting to happen.
I require a moment of silence to take in this magnificent sight.
Shape Raid.
You remind me of Lady Cecily.
Who?
She was an Orlesian lady. My mother served her until she died, and Lady Cecily let me stay instead of turning me out on the street. You are like her in some ways. You have the same poise, the same air of nobility.
Oh, child. I am hardly noble.
I learned that nobility isn't just something you are born with. I have met nobles who are very petty and mean, complete degenerates. Then, there are people with a certain dignity and grace. It draws you to them, no matter who you are or who they are. I think the lowest peasant can have the most noble spirit, and it will always shine through. It is this nobility of spirit that you share with Cecily.
Why, thank you, Leliana. It is very kind of you to say that.
That is pretty nice. Okay, so... Yeah, we don't need that. Let's go to the Shape Raid.
Thief! Who would dare take from the memory? Warden, I'm outraged. A thief in the shape.
Amazing
What
face.
have we been reduced to?
Did you get a good look at him?
I did. He was bald, with the most garish brand across his head. Almost like he took pride in being castless. Imagine. He's probably in the slums somewhere. As if he'd find a buyer for a stolen tome in Dust Town. They couldn't know the value.
Mm-hmm.
Are you with that warrior girl who's always here?
It is begun. Oh, pardon me. Were you looking for a particular volume? Not that I could really help. I don't know the libraries very well. I'm just doing some research.
What kind of research?
I was looking for something about the Orton Tig. It was lost during the last blight, and there aren't many records left. They were a noble house once, descended from the Paragon Orton, who composed the grand epic of the Seven Brothers and the Ortonic Symphony. My mother's family believes they were descended from Kalana Orton, who was training in Orzammar when the Tig fell. I'm even named for the house, Orta. Unfortunately, any records would be buried in the Tig's ruins, somewhere in the deep roads.
I'm a Grey Warden. I'm not afraid of the deep roads.
A Grey Warden? Mother always said that if anyone Tig, it was the Wardens. I hear Prince Balin and Lord Harrowmont have both been sending out small teams these days. Yes, if you can find the Tig in any records, that could do it. That could prove I'm a noble. If you could. Maybe now that you're looking. It's almost too much to hope.
I can do it.
Shh. I'm doing very important work.
Very well.
It shall be done.
Yam Poppy, hello.
That for you.
What's up?
When I last walked this hall, Endrin was king and Orzammar was at peace. The memories often speak of the swiftness with which change overtakes us. But it is different to see it firsthand. I apologize, Warden. I should not burden a stranger with such thoughts. I am Zebor, the Shaper of Memories.
Just chilling, excellent. I'm also just chilling playing one of my favorite games. Also, I think this is the first time you're seeing this avatar. This is one I made myself. What do you think? It's very... it has some issues, but I made it myself, so I'm pretty proud of it. How do you know who I am?
The Grey Warden's visit has been recorded in the memories, along with all who accompany you.
Let's talk about Orzammar, Lord Saper.
Ask, and I shall do my best to answer.
Nice.
Nice.
How did the caste system come to be?
According to our legends, 7 brothers founded our empire. The youngest, Bloadlik, was the wisest and was chosen king. His children formed the noble caste. The eldest, Giachet, trained his sons to defend their king. They became the warrior caste. Shatgyar founded the artisans. Orzatyar forged our first swords. It was Orzammar who dug the mines that became our city's foundations. The twins Koapar and Noct both founded trading houses, but Noct was wounded in battle. On his recovery, he swore to serve his brother's sons.
What about the casteless?
The casteless descend from criminals and those repudiated by their own families, or who chose to go to the surface and live by human laws. They have no ancestors to guide them and no families to claim them. They should not have been born. Their parents defied their shame and brought cursed children into the world. It's better they die young.
Goddamn. I can't talk to someone who thinks that.
Our beliefs have kept us through 4 blights and countless kings. Consider that before you dismiss them.
Honestly, I just was bored to talk to you more, so... How has your day been, Yempop? Is it early where you are? Chamber of the Assembly. Let's go. Hello.
Warden, welcome. It is always a blessing for Orzammar to host your order. I am Vartag Gavorn, top advisor to our good Prince Balin. What news do you bring?
I need aid against the Blight.
Yes, the treaty. I've seen it in the Shaper's libraries. Now the difficulty is that the treaty only compels our king, and we are sadly lacking one of those right now.
Is there some way I could help?
My prince is the rightful king, but a disappointing number of lords back the upstart Harrimont for the throne. If you show your support for Prince Balin, he might be able to assist with your requests.
Just got home from work at 8 a.m. I'm working the same type of shift as well this week. I'm work from midnight to 8 a.m. Can I talk to Balin?
You must understand, Harrimont hides behind his good reputation while sending spies and assassins. Balin can't know who to trust. It's been like a knife in the heart for Balin to see so many of his father's men stand with the usurper.
I thought King Endrin himself supported Harrimont.
That hurts worst of all. That Harrimont would take advantage of the dying king's delirium to plant such poisonous suspicions against his own son. After that, you understand why Balin cannot trust the word of a stranger, however reputable that stranger might be.
Oh, you're gonna get some treats? Sick. I promise I'm no spy.
Would you be willing to prove that? Harrimont has engaged in a campaign of bribery and coercion to ensure that every house serves him. But if a neutral party, a stranger, were to approach certain key members, perhaps with irrefutable evidence of Harrimont's deception.
Irrefutable evidence, which I suppose you have?
I'm certain my Lord Prince would show his gratitude.
What kind of evidence?
Harriman
Oh,
promised
my
the same
puppy's
portions of
coming.
the estate to two different Deshers, Lady Dace and Lord Helmy. Harriman can't possibly grant it to both of them, but they won't find out until after the vote is cast. I have copies of the promissory notes Harriman gave each of them. Once they see those, they should both reconsider their votes.
1 second. I have to give a banana to Mando. Sorry, that was very important. Yes, dogs eat bananas. Mando loves them. Oh.
I am the very model of a scientist Solarian. I've studied species Turian, Asari, and Batarian. I'm quite good at genetics as a subset of biology because I am an expert, which I know is a tautology. My xenoscience studies range from urban to agrarian. I am the very model of a scientist Solarian.
Yay! Is this gonna be your first time doing night shift? No, no, no. I have multiple night shifts every month. Have to think about this. Where did you get the promissory notes?
That's not important. If they ask, say you found them while searching the Shaper's libraries for your treaty.
Isn't there someone you could report him to?
Normally, the Shapers would handle this sort of accusation. They are the scholars who manage our laws, histories, and genealogies. They are the final arbiters of all disputes in Orzammar. Unfortunately, the Shaper of Memories is the most important among them, and his grandfather was Lord Harriman's aunt's first cousin. Obviously, we cannot expect him to offer an unbiased opinion.
He'd hold a distant relative over his duty?
I guess I can't expect you surfacers to understand the importance of family in Orzammar. The Shaper is biased, and if you want Prince Balin's help, you'll have to show where your loyalties lie. Will you do it?
Then you know what to expect. I mean, it's not so bad. In fact, working the night shift for my job, it's actually easier because usually the supervisors just are tired, I guess, so they don't bother you as much as with the other shifts. I'll have to think about this.
Don't expect this offer to last. If my prince hears you swore allegiance to his enemy, he won't be so friendly next time. I will be here if you change your mind.
The assembly is in session. Enter quietly if you wish to observe.
Your mind has gone to dust if you think we would pass such a writ. Half our houses would go broke without the service trade.
The proposal is only effective until we have a king to ensure we are respected by the surfacers.
leaving you conveniently positioned to take over all contracts. I'll see your head on a pike first.
Desher's lords and ladies of the Assembly. I've already doubled the guard to prevent violence. Must I summon more?
Steward Bandalore, Balin's sympathizers are tying our hands with trivialities. They may as well open us to the sky.
I suggest we put the matter to a vote.
And I suggest you have a taste of my family's mace.
Wow.
Enough. The Assembly is in recess until the members can regain control of their emotions.
You prefer night shift too? Yeah. Hello.
Stone-forsaken fools and dusters. I'm sorry. This is the Assembly of the Clans. Only Deshers and occasional guests of state are allowed in.
You don't recognize a Grey Warden. I'm just observing.
Oh, Stone. You must be the Grey Warden. I completely forgot about the Gate Guard's message. Welcome to Orzammar, Warden. I hope you can forgive our unrest. The loss of our king has hit us hard. Respect for your role is great, but you won't receive a proper hearing until we have a king on the throne.
A blight is coming.
Troubling, but it will still seem distant compared to the empty throne. The Assembly is blind to all else.
Does this city not care the world is about to end?
This is their world, and it ended when Endron died.
Is there any way I can break this stalemate?
I must admit, Warden, I am at a loss myself. It lies with Prince Balin or Lord Harrowmont, and they are slow to trust anyone in these uncertain times. I only wish there was more I could do for you.
That's okay. Yam Poppy, do you want to see what I've done so far with this avatar? Of course you do. So I made an equivalent to the Nyan thing you can redeem. So here it is. I think it's pretty cute. It uses assets from the program I use. So I didn't make this myself, but I think it looks cute. Huh?
Nice.
Nice. And also, I made a cis version of my avatar from Star Wars. Because you can recolor the avatar in the program. So I recolored it. What do you think? I think it came out pretty well, considering everything. Pretty cool, thank you. That's it. That's all I want to show you.
I heard there was a Grey Warden here. I am Dulan Forrender, second to Lord Harrowmont, King Endron's own choice as successor. Word is spreading that the surface may suffer a blight. It is shameful we are not in a better position to help.
I have a treaty obliging Orzammar to aid against the blight.
That may be, and that is a terrible risk for the surface. But even if the world would end tomorrow, Lord Harrowmont cannot ignore Balin today. He cannot afford to trust anyone of unproven loyalties.
What do you want me to do? Denounce Balin publicly?
If you wish to show you have no loyalty to Balin, then work against him in Harrowmont's name. Balin is hosting a proving today, supposedly to honor his father's memory. The Deshers take it very seriously, and unfortunately, Balin found some way to blackmail or intimidate House Harrowmont's best fighters into stepping down.
Do you want me to find out why your fighters dropped out?
That would be enlightening. Though I hope you won't pry too deeply into things they don't wish revealed. If you wish to show your loyalty, enter the proving as his lordship's champion. With your order's reputation, I've no doubt the ancestors would favor your arm. Balin would never work with anyone who humiliated him in that way. Harrowmont would have no fear of meeting with you then.
I don't want to start picking sides.
I'm afraid your only choice is to wait until there's a winner. Lord Harrowmont cannot risk his life working with someone of unproven loyalties. If you change your mind, let me know. The proving is this afternoon, and Lord Harrowmont could certainly use you on his side.
I don't know, dude. On one hand, Balin is evil, but on the other, he actually does things to improve Orzammar. I don't know who to pick. Harrowmont is nice, but he's also very traditionalist and he doesn't improve anything. You know? Hello.
Very
Allow
well.
me.
I can do that for you. Then do it.
Allow me. I could do that for you.
Sick.
I will help however I can.
Why is there a phylactery here?
It shall be done. It is begun.
Watch out! Come and get it!
Let's have at it!
Enough!
Get off! We must have victory.
Nice.
As you say. It is begun.
Oh, hey. Ah!
Come, let us in!
Very well.
By the ancestors. Good on you,
As you
Warden.
say.
You caught them in the act. I guess desperate times drive people to strange things. My lady.
Okay, I cannot do... What? Oh, there is a puzzle here. Excuse me. I don't remember how the puzzle works. You can summon a dragon or something.
Legion of the Dead Warriors secretly wear Prince Balin's colors. Our prince has Orzamar's... News of the hour! Three
It shall
more
be
clans endorse Lord Orzammar.
It must be a wonderful thing to be able to weave spells.
Wonderful. To you, perhaps. Most do not feel the same
Allow
way.
me. I could do that for you. You do it so effortlessly. It's like breathing for you. I wish I had such talent.
But you do. You have your music, your dances. You are more graceful than anyone I've ever met.
Allow me. I could do that for you.
I think that perhaps the Maker gives us all magic, but of different sorts.
I never thought of it that way. I suppose we all have our little gifts. Back in Orlais, I knew a noble lady who was like most of the other noble ladies, fair of face and slow of wit. Anyway, Katerina had the most uncanny ability to tie knots in the stems of cherries using only her tongue. It was very impressive. The men especially loved watching her.
Yes, that's exactly the sort of Maker-given magic I was talking about.
You must be under great strain with the blight upon the land.
House Harrowmont is honored to have you here.
I don't know which side quest to do.
You have come at a difficult time. Orzammar is clearly wanted.
What was that soup you made for supper last night?
Oh, that's a traditional Ferelden lamb and pea stew. Do you like it?
Oh, so it was lamb then. It had a certain texture I don't normally associate with lamb.
They didn't make lamb and pea stew for you in Lothering?
We ate simply there. Whole grains made into biscuits or bread, and vegetables from the garden, cooked lightly. No heavy stews.
Ah, so the last lamb you had was probably cooked Orlesian style. Food shouldn't be frilly and pretentious like that. Now, here in Ferelden, we do things right. We take our ingredients, throw them in the largest pot we can find, and cook them for as long as possible until everything is a uniform grey color. As soon as it looks completely bland and unappetizing, that's when I know it's done.
You're having me on.
Ha! You need to eat in more Ferelden inns. The Proving Grounds. Bloodsport entertainment for the masses, at its best.
They don't kill each other in the arena, do they? I mean, why would anyone find that entertaining?
I hear there are all kinds of rules that govern the proving. They get very mad if you break the rules.
I would like to participate.
Good day, stranger. Welcome to the Proving Arena. We're still closed until the fighters make their preparations, but come back this afternoon if you want to watch the show. Enjoy our grand city.
God, I have to accept in order to take part in the proving. That sucks.
So, tell me, you have any children, grandchildren, I don't know, great-grandchildren?
What would make you think I have any children at all? You have to know I've spent most of my life in the circle of magi.
You just seem like the grandmotherly type to me, I don't know.
I suppose I'll take that as a comment on my demeanor and not my age.
Mages aren't forbidden to marry or anything, are they? It's not such an outlandish question.
Isn't it? What sort of man would marry a mage, do you think?
Well, how about another mage? There are just as many men as there are women within the circle, as I recall.
That sort of union is not encouraged. Although that does not stop us from seeking out each other's company from time to time.
Alright. Suddenly you don't seem quite so grandmotherly to me anymore.
Good. I would hope not.
Okay, want to take part in the proving, so we're going to side with Haramond for now, I guess.
Could the end of Orzammar be nigh? Turn to Lord...
Excuse me.
Do you see how things lie, Warden? Lord Harrowmont cannot trust you unproven, but he welcomes a good faith gesture.
Vardek wants me to show people that Haramond is a cheat.
That you spoke to him even after our discussion is not...
It was before our
So have you
discussion.
decided to earn my lord's trust, or will you throw your lot in?
I'll enter the proving.
Excellent. The arena is located...
I know.
You can look for them in the fighters' preparation chambers behind the ring.
Yeah.
If you need to find me again, I will wait in the Tapster's Tavern.
Okay.
It'll be 2 years tomorrow. By all the holy sodding ancestors, how can you people just ignore that?
Bronca didn't go alone, Ogren. She took the whole house, everybody but you. So just get over to Tapster's and drown yourself already. You know as well as I do that's how this always ends.
You think I'm afraid of some cub warrior who's barely off the teat? Ha! I'll...
You lift a weapon or attack a single citizen in Orzammar, and you're stripped of your caste and exiled. Even you can't have forgotten that. Get out of here before I call a guardsman.
Oh, hey.
So, I've been hearing rumors that a certain wine merchant is falling behind on his payments.
I can't imagine what you mean. I pay my expenses.
What about the expenses your good friend Jarvia incurs when providing your protection? It's not easy ensuring nothing bad happens, that no one decides to just burn everything in your store.
My store! Please, I don't have much. Business isn't good. People are scared. Tell Jarvia I'll get her money.
Jarvia's not happy with your promises, old man. Now let's go inside and see what you've been holding back.
This is all I have right now. I could get more if I sell something.
Well, well, looks like we have a visitor. Friend of yours?
Is there a problem here, friend? Are these men threatening you?
Please, don't get involved with this. You don't know what they're like.
Then allow me to make some introductions. These are dangerous times in Orzammar, stranger. Lucky us, the merciful Jarvia is offering protection from the chaos. You're wearing some fancy stuff there. Might make you a target. So if you want the Carta's guarantee of safety, it's yours for the reasonable price of 10 gold sovereigns. Or I can't say what might happen.
Take a good look. Do you really want to start this?
Whoa, whoa. All right, you win. I'm not gonna die for 10 lousy sovereigns.
Ancestors, bless you for saving my poor store. I don't know how to express my gratitude.
Let me take a look at your store.
I'm showing you the lowest prices.
Remarkable emerald. I'm gonna buy these. And let's sell this. Oh, you won't allow me to sell? Okay.
Ancestors, bless you for saving my poor store.
What do you know about this Daria?
I've never met her, of course. They say she never leaves Dusttown. That's the older area of the city where the casteless congregate. She's the one directing this depravity. Since good King Endrin died, they're getting bolder. They used to be a problem only in Dusttown, but now they're in the commons, shaking honest men down for coin.
I'll take care of her.
Don't even whisper that. She's untouchable. She has a secret base below the city, and they say there's a whole army down there, ready to die for her.
What do you know about her Carta?
A band of casteless thugs. They're to blame for all the crime in Orzammar these days. They're criminals, and the children of criminals. The ancestors themselves declared them irredeemable.
The children as well? You go that far?
Their births are abominations.
Oh, wow.
They were born from no Kalna, with no acknowledgement by the Shapers. They are destined to be criminals. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm grateful for...
Wow. Ah.
It is begun.
You know, of all the mages I've met, you have to be the first one I can honestly say I've really liked.
Why, thank you, Alistair. I am quite touched. I like you too, Alistair. I imagine my son would have grown up to be someone like you.
Your son? I thought you said you were never married.
That's true. I never have been.
Oh. Then this wasn't... before you joined the Circle?
I joined the Circle at the age of 9. So, no. Do you still like me?
Yes. Why wouldn't I?
Good. It appears you got away from the Chantry just in time.
A child out of wedlock?
Watch for Piotr Naidukin. He's won the squad combat 4 years running. He has 11 decapitations so far. He needs just 3 more for the one-season record.
Whoa. That's nice.
I'm telling you, Piotr will take the prize. You can put gold on it.
Look, I already told the Proving Master I withdrew. Do you have to keep harassing me?
I've never seen you before in my life.
Nor I you, but it's pretty obvious who you're working for.
Who do you think I'm working for?
So I take it you weren't sent here to find out if I withdrew from the Proving. In that case, never mind.
If you tell me what's happening, I could help you.
Look, it's just, when I was younger, I had a thing with this Idukan girl, Revelka. Lesser cousin, nowhere near the throne. Her family wanted her marrying up, so they matched her with a BMO.
Ooh.
But we didn't exactly stop seeing each other.
Spicy. So you're afraid your affair will be exposed?
She's married to a prominent Desher's heir. We should have stopped a long time ago, but I love her. Do you know what that's like? Now Balin found out, and I can't even help my cousin for fear he'll tell her husband.
Did Balin threaten you himself?
No. One of his fighters, a woman named Miyaja. She's the one who threatened to expose me.
What evidence does he have?
They have letters. Love letters Revelka wrote me. If they were made public, she'd be disgraced. Her husband would cast her aside, and I would be lucky to be allowed to die in a duel.
Go to the surface. I can get those letters back.
You'd do that? I don't know how to thank you. I know it's my own fault, but I'd have married her if I could. If you can make sure that evidence doesn't get out, I'd be happy to fight in the Proving. But you need to find them quickly. Registrations close once the first bout starts.
Okay, bully. Why am I a bully? I'm not a bully. Hey. Greetings.
Don't take it personally. Hana-shan's a member of the Silent Sisters. She doesn't talk to anyone.
What are the Silent Sisters?
They're an order of female warriors, founded by Astith the Grey, a woman of the warrior caste who first fought for women's right to be soldiers.
Cool.
When no one listened to her words, Astith cut out her tongue and dedicated herself to training until she won a grand proving bare-handed. The women who joined her order cut out their tongues in her
Whoa.
honor.
I should get going.
Ancestors guide you.
You looking at something? Get out of here!
No.
Fine to see you here, Warden. A number of people have the rare opportunity to fight against someone so exotically trained. In fact, a few were hoping you'd take part in some informal action.
Illegal?
Assembly restricted, not illegal. All that ritual, some of us prefer an honest spectacle.
I'm game.
Say the word and I'll line up a team from one of the younger houses. They're a hungry bunch who
Yeah.
employ...
Set me up.
We've got some young fighters.
How is there a blood mage here? Hello?
It shall be done.
Let's end this. Quickly, we must fight. You should run while you can.
Good job, Warden. You've earned a portion of the receipts. Let me know.
Set me up.
We've got some young...
Enemies ahead.
I shall do it. It is begun as you wish. My magic will make sure.
Watch out! We've done well.
Good job, Warden. You've
Set
earned...
me up.
We've got some young...
I'm on.
I must have victory.
There is no glorious lunch.
Oh shit. That was fast.
Have you no concern for your own existence?
Good job, Warden. You've
Set
earned...
me up.
We've got some young fighters.
As you say.
Yes.
Enough!
It is begun. I must.
Uh-oh. Drink! No! Oh, when did I save? When did I save? Shit. Oh no. Oh no. Mother Fucker, every time I don't save.
It is sometimes so hard to believe that you have been through so much at such a young age.
I think I look younger than I am.
Yes, that is possible. When I was your age, I was just
Bruh.
about ready to take on my first apprentice. In hindsight, perhaps I should have waited a few more years. I was arrogant, my confidence bolstered by my youth.
It is so hard to imagine seeing you now.
Oh, I've had some 2 decades or so to grow mellow. Believe me, back then I was quite prickly.
So you are like a fine wine, yes? Losing the raw edges over time.
I suppose there is some truth to that analogy, but dear Maker, I do hate being compared to wine. Or cheese. Especially cheese.
Okay, let's try again.
He has 11 decapitations.
Out of my fucking way.
Look, I already told the proving master, nor I you, but it's... So I take it you... Her family wanted her marrying up, so they matched her with a bee. Do you know what that's... Her husband would cast her aside and I would be... No.
Don't take it personally. Hana-shan's a member. The woman who joined her... As you might imagine, the Silent Sisters support this...
Save.
It's a rare opportunity to fight against someone so exotic. They're a hungry...
Set me up.
Not exhaust our supply. I never liked this part.
Let's make this quick!
Come and get it! Be careful!
Ooh, that's gotta...
Push them down!
My magic will make blast.
Good job, Warden.
Set me up.
By the Maker!
No, win.
I cannot continue.
Alistair. Why won't you drink? Oh, you drank already. Okay. Alright, cool. This is going worse.
Missed! I am exhausted.
No.
It shall be done.
Come, let us end this. There is no glory in bloodshed.
Okay.
Good job, Warden. You've earned a portion. I'll be...
Okay, let's heal up. Penalty to attack. Hmm. Ally status health. Can they say dead? Whatever.
Let us be on our way.
Ready for some...
Yeah. Save. I can't save right now. The combat started. Let's hope it's fine. Okay, it's going fine.
I shall do it.
You forced my order!
Woo! Save.
Good job, Warden.
Set me up. Alistair! Good doggy. Nice.
It will take some time before they are ready to challenge you again.
We did it.
With my thanks.
Well, cunning. Okay. Yay. What's up?
You new in the fights? I don't remember seeing you before.
I'm Frey of the Grey Wardens.
It's a pleasure. Sorry it can't. Name's Guidon, and I just tendered my resignation. Somehow I don't think the ancestors will favor me today.
Why did you resign?
It's not so much what happened, as what's going to. I heard from a reliable source Lord Harriman's already given up the throne. Balin called this whole proving to let his lordship save face when he concedes.
That's ridiculous.
Oh? And where did you hear this? That's more reliable than a member of the Assembly.
Dulin and Amralin honorable fighters for Harriman.
I suppose there's nothing his lordship would do without consulting Dulin. He's always been his top man. Maybe you're right. I'm just a warrior. I've always tried to stay out of these noble politics. If I find out this whole thing was some flunky of Balin's lying to me for his own gain, I'll...
Do nothing. Go in big for Lord Harriman?
Maybe I will at that.
Hey.
This area is off limits. Combatants only.
I hear you've been threatening Haramon's fighters.
Is that an accusation? It's illegal to threaten proving fighters outside the ring.
Not helping them keep their dirty secrets, though. That's another story.
I'd like to see those letters.
I bet you would.
Just tell Basil Haramont to fight.
Then you'll see them. On the front page of a broadsheet.
Come on, Luke John. We have a fight to prepare for. You are quickly overstepping your welcome.
How do I get the letters? Hello.
Guards, remove this intruder.
Okay, sorry.
You are quickly overstepping your welcome. I shall.
What did I get? Is it the letters? Ooh, a key that was taken from Yaja. Ooh.
I shall do it.
Ahaha.
Allow me. I could do that for you.
Nice. Fucking did it.
As you say.
The proving's almost starting. I should leave if you
Have your letters right here.
Where did you get those? No. I don't want to know. Just thank you. I can't say what it means to know my Revelka is safe.
Then you'll fight?
I will be glad to fight for Haramont in the provings. Thank you again, friend.
Sick.
Aha, you're back. Did you wish to fight in the proving today?
I'd like to fight as Lord Haramont's champion.
Well, that's a surprise. Never thought the Grey Wardens would take an interest in our king. Let me just put you into the schedule here. Now, is there a particular name you wish listed?
You may call me Freya.
We'll just call you Grey Warden, seeing as those human names are a real burr to pronounce. We actually have an opening in the first round. Are you ready to start?
Yes.
That's what I like to hear. I will warn you.
Yeah.
Once the fights begin, there are no... Do you want to start, or would you like some time?
I want to fight.
Go down to the ring, then. This is a glory proving, fought under the eyes of the Paragons of Orzammar to honor the memory of King Endrin. First up is Sewern of the Warrior Caste. Many of you remember when Sewern made history as a lad of 12 by defeating his own father in this very ring. Today, he fights as a champion for Prince Balin. Opposing him, in Lord Haramont's name, is a member of the famed Grey Wardens.
In the name of House Iduken and our future King Balin.
You honor me.
First warrior to fall is vanquished. Fight!
Enemies ahead!
It shall be done.
The winner is the
Grey Warden.
That was an exciting start, Warden. Sewern is rarely trounced, and so thoroughly. Are you ready for your next opponent?
Yes.
Excellent. Let us go.
That was quick, yeah. Compared to the other fights.
The glory proving, fought under the eyes of the Paragons of Orzammar to honor the memory of King Endrin. This round, Haramont's champion takes on the notorious duo, the Warrior Caste's twin terrors, now fighting for Prince Balin, Biaja and Lukejan.
May the stone honor you.
When you fall.
Sure, and may the dirt taste good when I feed it to you.
First warrior to fall is vanquished. Fight!
Why do I get to fight alone and they get to be two, huh? Hello?
I shall do it. It is begun.
Come, Lucan! It's time to fight! Don't give them the advantage.
You're big and they're little. That's true.
Watch your back, Miaja!
Miyaja is indisposed.
The winner is the Grey Warden! Well, that was an exciting bout. 2-on-1, and you took them both easily. Are you ready for your next opponent?
Yes.
Excellent. Let us go. This is a glory proving, fought under the eyes of the Paragons of Orzammar to honor the memory of King Endrin. Aramont's champion cleared the stone, but can she hold out against the Paragon's own favorites, the Silent Sisters? We'll find out as the Warden faces Lady Hanashan, who proved her worth to Paragon Ashtith the Grey.
Yes, he was already dead.
And to our Prince Balin by fighting in his name.
Good luck to you.
First warrior to fall is vanquished. Fight!
Sorry, had to sneeze. Oop.
As you say. It shall be done.
That was fast.
The Grey Warden.
Should have trash talked. No, the Silent Sisters are cool.
Paramount will be pleased, Warden. The Silent Sister support was a great boost for Balin. Are you ready for your next opponent?
Yes.
Excellent. Let us go. This is a glory proving, fought under the eyes of the Paragons of Orzammar to honor the memory of King Endrin. This round is paired combat. Just as Kiatshet fought as King Bloodlick II, defending our empire, so have dwarves always fought alongside a second. Master of all weapons, prisoner of none, Wojek Ivo has never won the same way twice. What will he do today, lords and ladies? And will it win the day for Prince Balin? Grey Warden, choose your second, for you face Wojek Ivo and Valans.
I choose Alistair of the Grey Wardens.
Last one standing will be declared victor. Fight!
Pathetic.
The winner is the Grey Warden. Wojek Ivo is one of the best this arena has seen, Warden. Paramount picked wisely. Are you ready for your next opponent?
Yes.
Excellent. Let us go. This is a glory proving.
Yep.
Only 2 warriors remain. Fighting for his royal cousin Balin.
Oh my god.
Has led his team to
Did you see that? Did you see that the other guy had no eyes?
Challenging him on behalf of Lord Haramont, the Grey Warden has risen from nothing to stand at the competition summit. Each will lead a full unit of 4 soldiers to see once and for all whom the ancestors favor.
You fight well, but your judgment is questionable. The throne will never leave House Iduken.
Basil, Quindon, join me for this triumph.
You honor me.
Last one standing will be declared victor. Fight!
Oh my god. Okay.
Right. Let's do it quickly.
Oh, he's dead. Oh, I'm dead.
I'll show you who's the best fighter here.
They're all dead.
Now we do battle.
I shall do it.
Back. There is no glory in bloodshed.
As you say.
Don't give them the advantage.
Ooh.
I shall do it.
Well, you guys are useless.
The Grey Warden! Congratulations! You defeated the man Prince Trian himself once called the Horns of my army. Do you deny this Grey Warden has earned the championship? Then it is my honor to declare this Grey Warden champion of the Proving, who has shown that the ancestors favor Lord Harrowmont.
Naturally.
I'd call that arrogant, but your performance justifies it. It was a gift just to watch you fight, Warden.
Whoa.
Do not disturb me. I must meditate before my fight.
That was an excellent showing. We were honored by your participation.
I can't believe it. The ancestors came out of the sodding ground to kiss your...
Alistair, may I have a word?
Of course. Anything for my favoritist mage ever.
It seems you and our fearless leader are inseparable these days. Joined at the hip, almost.
That's a bit of an overstatement, don't you think?
Well then, now that you're in an intimate relationship, you should learn about where babies really come from.
Pardon?
I know the chantry says you dream about your babies, and the good Fade spirits take them out of the Fade and leave them in your arms. But that's not true. Actually, what happens is that when a girl and a boy really love each other...
Andraste's flaming sword, I know where babies come from.
Do you? Do you really?
I certainly hope so.
Oh, all right then. Oh, look, you're all red and mottled. How cute.
You did that on purpose.
Now, Alistair, why would I do such a thing?
Because you're wicked. That frail old lady act, I'm so not fooled. I'm onto you now.
Nice. He said he would be here.
Atrasvala, champion. I hear your performance in the Proving was nothing short of amazing. I must thank you for bringing both Baisel and Guidon back into the fight. His lordship was touched to see his old friends stand for him. There can no longer be any doubt where your sympathies lie. If you're ready, Lord Harrowmont will see you now.
Excellent.
His lordship is looking forward to meeting you.
Hello. Yes?
I appreciate what you have done, Warden, and I apologize for putting one of your rank through such trials. I am Lord Pyral Harrowmont, and I thank you for your efforts to help me preserve King Endrin's throne.
All I want is your support against the Blight.
For us, the Darkspawn are a constant menace, so a blight may not elicit the same urgency you are used to. Ultimately, the Assembly decides what troops to send. If they no longer fear civil war, they'll have no reason to hold back. If you want my support to count, I will have to be king, and right now, there is no sure way to get there. Have you heard of a woman named Jarvia and the criminal carter she runs?
I take them out, you take the credit. Is that the plan?
Glad you're so eager. If you help me shut her down, we can show the Assembly I am the right king to defend Orzammar. Jarvia hides her base in Dusttown, the raw edges of the city where no one lives but castless and criminals. If you would help me in this, it would show the Assembly that I, and not Balin, have the ability to defend and rule this city.
I'll deal with Jarvia. Be ready to help against the Blight.
Do this, and I promise if I take the throne, I will not stop until the Assembly sends your troops. Look for Jarvia in Dusttown. Do whatever it takes to see that justice is served.
Can't I just go to the deep roads? Come on. Butler?
Welcome to Lord Harrowmont's estate.
I'm gonna get water, 1 sec.
Grey Wardens present in Orzammar. Endorsement of Lord Harrowmont, a blow against Lord Balin.
I could see my avatar from the corner of my eye just freaking out. Okay.
You have come at a difficult time. Orzammar is ailing for want.
Can you believe it? Ogren's barely even warrior caste anymore, and he just clomps in here like he's entitled.
Who is Ogren?
Ogren's a drunken wretch. He comes up here 2-3 times a week, hounding people to lead some suicidal rescue mission after Branca. Gets quite violent about it. I'd be scared if they hadn't practically gelded him after he killed young Lord Mino.
What the fuck are Darkspawn anyway? Darkspawn are like the equivalent to zombies in this world. They're like corrupted people that are following an ancient god that was also corrupted and gets turned into a dragon. It's a whole thing. Who's Branca?
The only paragon in the last 4 generations. Quite an honor for a girl from the Smith caste.
Why did Branca go into the deep roads?
Chasing some old treasure. She was quite secretive. Outright rude, really. She said she never asked if found a house, that she didn't care about politics, and that we were too self-absorbed to defeat the Darkspawn. She actually threatened anyone who said they'd come after her.
How did she become a paragon?
She invented a smokeless fuel that let the Smith caste increase their output by nearly 1/3. Deaths from the Black Lung also dropped. The Assembly said she had the favor of the ancestors and declared her a paragon. They moved Branca, Ogren, and all their relatives to the noble caste and founded a new house in her name.
But they're separate from Demons and the Fade? Yes, it's different. Branca was married to that drunk.
Well, before she was a paragon, she was just a smith, and Ogren was one of the best warriors of his generation.
Is that what you two were arguing about?
It's been 2 years since Branca left. No one has ever stayed in the deep roads that long and survived. The search teams who went out found nothing, but Ogren wants to keep risking lives searching. Did you see any guard?
Yeah, yeah. Darkspawn, demons, dragons, if it ain't one thing, it's another. Yeah, man, it's always something with these guys. Hold on, before we proceed here, I'm gonna quickly go to the maid's tower. Can I? Nope. Because I have 2 quests that are there.
You know, of all the mages I've met, you have to be the first one I can honestly say I've really liked.
Why, thank you, Alistair. I am quite touched. I like you too, Alistair. I imagine my son would have grown up to be someone like you.
We already had this discussion. Let's save.
Yes?
Yes?
You would like something? It shall be done.
Let's also go to our camp, actually. Oh, nobody wants to say anything? Baby, are you okay? Okay.
Something you need, my dear? Well, we're in camp. Now's as good a time as any to talk, right?
Where do you see this going between us?
Wow. You don't hold back on the hard questions, huh? I don't know where this is going. We have the Blight to think of first, don't we? Everything else just seems so distant.
If we care about each other, that's all that matters.
Is it? What about duty? What about honor? Those things are important too, aren't they? I hope they don't come between us, but I can't say that they won't. I'm sorry. This isn't really the time for this conversation. Please, let's just talk about this another time.
What? Why are you disapproving? The fuck? Excuse me?
Your desire is my command.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
Well, we're in camp.
I was going to kiss you, but now I don't want to. Wow. The fuck? I tell him I love him and she's like, well, what about honor? Shut up. I am your honor. My God. Bah, I say. 14. Okay. What a dork.
Enchantment?
Oh.
Oh yeah, let's give the mirror to Morgan.
What have you there? A mirror? It is just the same as the mirror which Flemeth smashed on the ground so long ago. It is incredible that you found one so like it. I am uncertain what to say.
Don't be
You must wish
ridiculous.
something in return. So You say that as if I should be accustomed to such a thing. I have never received a gift, not one which did not come at a price. I suppose I should say thank you for the gift. 'Tis most thoughtful. Truly.
Hehe. Oh, and I think Shale will want the remarkable... Where is it? Remarkable amethyst.
Very nice. Very
An
nice
emerald.
indeed.
Yep.
It speaks.
You're still with me, I see.
Yes, its adventures are interesting, even if the chances for success are remarkably slim. It would be better to throw oneself off a cliff, I suspect. Does it wish me to leave?
No.
I can, though I see no reason to go.
You're quite helpful.
No doubt. Without me, it would have to carry its inventory on its own. Perhaps we should continue. It speaks. It doesn't have better things to do.
Are those crystals in your skin?
I like to think of them as accessories.
Do all golems have them?
I suspect that it is an art that was practiced when golems were more, commonplace. My former master collected whatever lore he could find on the subject. He searched far and wide to collect what crystals he could and then added them. It is not an unpleasant sensation.
So they're decoration?
As I understand it, the crystals allow me to alter the flow of magic around me. Wilhelm had hoped to turn me into a battery of mana, something he could tap at will.
Did he succeed?
Not really, although now that I think of it, these attempts may be what caused my disruption. Some of the crystals increase the presence of mana, some absorb or reflect spells. There are various kinds. All I can promise is that should it ever find one of these crystals, I can likely tell it the function and what it would do if added to me.
I don't want to take advantage.
Why not? I don't get to wear clothing and other adornments like the rest of you creatures after all. That answers its question, I assume? Unless it has more.
How did you end up in Hornleaf, do you remember?
Oh yes, that I remember quite well. My former master, the Mage Wilhelm, he brought me. As I recall, he had acquired some position with whatever lord ruled the land. I, being little more than a glorified possession at the time, was brought along. Oh, how he enjoyed impressing the villagers with me. Gollum snarl at that villager there, be fearsome. And of course, I would have to do it.
I would have thought you'd enjoy scaring humans.
I'd have happily stomped them all into paste, and then ripped down their little houses and stomped on them, too. In fact, after 30 years of watching them, I'd do it twice. What I didn't like was being ordered to do it. Dangled in front of those frightened morons like some scary thing. Once I was a statue, it took those villagers years before they'd even approach me. The first one to actually work up the nerve to touch me urinated himself. Ugh.
Gross. Do you remember anything before Hornleaf?
I traveled with the mage. He did a lot of traveling, I remember that. But where we went, it is rather fuzzy. I remember great battles, fighting many humans long ago. They were all very soft and squishy. And before that, No, there are only images. I was somewhere dark.
Just how old are you?
I have no idea. Wilhelm used to brag that the dwarves stopped making golems centuries ago. I do not age as you soft creatures do. Sadly, my memory is no better. Plus, I get bored and stop paying attention.
You didn't like this Wilhelm?
He did love using that control rod. Fondled it so much, his wife actually threatened to throw it in the lake. Ha! I would have liked to have seen that. Which reminds me, where did it find the rod? Did it pay a great deal for it?
Not really.
So long as it realizes that I'm inexpensive and not cheap.
Why were you out in front of the tower?
That is where Wilhelm kept me. He wanted me out in the open where I could be frightening like a scarecrow. I was supposed to watch for thieves. Pah! Plus, his wife didn't want me indoors. She said there wasn't room for me. Hag.
His wife?
I was once larger, 10 feet tall. Then the loathsome hag complained that I couldn't fit through the doors. So the mage had me shrunk down. Can it believe it? And she still wanted me out.
How does someone shrink a golem?
With a chisel. And a lot of nerve.
Oh my god.
Good. I was just about done talking about...
Why do you disapprove? What did I say? God. Alright, let's go.
Yes.
Indeed.
Yes.
To here first.
Get your arses
Oh.
off Ben Talman's land. We won't Ben Needle again.
Loghain is the regent. He demands your...
We're not Orlesian lick spittles. We owe no man our allegiance. Leave!
Take their lands by force, men. Regent's orders.
Shit.
We showed those Loghain upstarts.
I shall do it.
Maid's Tower. Uh-oh. Darkspawn. Nice.
Very well.
Our tribe fights for you, Warden.
Welcome back, friend. You'll be glad to learn that the Circle is well on its way to recovery.
Dagna of Orzammar wishes to study magic.
Orzammar? Indeed. You have piqued my curiosity. It is common knowledge that dwarves lack the aptitude for spellcraft.
He just wants to learn.
Never. Fascinating. I suppose the Circle should be flattered.
She is willing to give up caste and clan for this.
I see. If she is willing to sacrifice so much for this, then we should feel honored. Tell Dagna of Orzammar. She will live and study with the Tranquil, and perhaps...
Thank you.
if only the circle was in better shape. I fear she may be disappointed when she arrives.
You'll still help rebuild.
This will be interesting. Yes, I shall take this as an indication that perhaps
Is there anything else I can do for you?
You've already done much for the circle.
Bye. Okay, and somewhere here is the guy.
I don't know if I have the strength for another big battle.
The Grey Wardens saved us. Fighting the Blight is the least we can do.
True.
The Circle has always played a part in defeating the Blights. This is our
Ooh,
chance to show that we will fight and die for
out of my way.
just like any other Ferelden.
I think we'll be all right now, thanks to you. The children.
The maid's tower is so ugly.
We need to get these out of the tower before they get fragrant. Touching those abominations. It's wrong.
Did I miss him? Cousland.
I wish I could have gone with them. To fight.
There it is.
Oh, it's you! You saved the circle. I'd kiss your feet if you didn't look as though you'd kill me if I... You'll settle for a handshake, won't you? Maybe a kiss on the forehead, eh?
Handshake, yes. Kiss, no.
Suppose we feel the same way then. Might not seem like much coming from me. Or maybe you'd just like to talk a little.
Your name is Godwin. I met a dwarf who mentioned you.
Rogek? Well, he's a personal friend, and sometimes we, correspond.
You're dealing with me now.
Yes, yes. What about 50 sovereigns? That's a good price, no?
It wasn't easy getting here. 75.
Look, I have 65 sovereigns and this dagger I stumbled upon in the tower.
Very nice.
Done and done. You have your... Out of curiosity, do you know why this lyrium took so long to get here?
There's trouble in Orzammar.
Dwarves and their politics. Always causing trouble. How is the situation now?
I think the unrest will continue for some time.
Ah, I see. Well, I just wanted to know if I should expect another late delivery.
Why do you need all this lyrium?
Well, mages need lyrium for spells and...
I'm curious.
I suppose you did at the... Well, yes, but you see, the Templars use lyrium too. They cannot... The big problem with lyrium is that it has...
You're taking advantage
Oh,
of
no.
Templars, encouraging them. And for money, you despicable profiteering crook!
If it wasn't me and Rogek, someone else would do it.
I'm not going to let this continue.
Those
Oops.
that know what I do have good reason not to get me in trouble. You can't do that. Gregor doesn't have time for trivialities. He's a busy man. Very busy.
We'll see about that.
Oh, you'll do what you'll do, won't you?
I picked the wrong thing. I want to just tell him to stop, not to tell on him.
My men have scouted the tower. You are very thorough. I'm impressed.
Do you know about Templars buying smuggled lyrium?
Where did you hear about this? I was not aware.
A mate's called Godwin told me.
Godwin? Yes, I know of Godwin. Lyrium is dangerous. The Templars... I will seek out this. Well, I could hardly get a straight answer out of that man, what with all his begging and snip. But he has told me all about his lyrium smuggling racket. I must have been blind to not have noticed it. Thank you for bringing it to my
What will you do?
I shall have to find out which of my Templars has been purchasing this smuggled lyrium, of course.
I hope I helped.
Then, I will definitely investigate this lyrium smuggling racket.
See you, Yam Poppy.
I will question my men as soon as I can spare the
time. Bye-bye.
Thank you for bringing this to...
Oh no. Oh, this guy. Oof. I swallowed the wrong way.
Hello, how can I... It's you! And it's been, well, quite a while. Oh, please tell me what they said.
They accepted you.
Ancestors, bless you. I can't believe it. There hasn't even been a dwarven observer in the circle since your Relden in the 13th century. I need to pack. No, my parents would get suspicious. I need to go. Is there anything I should bring? Books? Tuition?
Nothing. The bases need any ally they can get.
Then I should go before my parents come looking for me. If you ever go to the circle again, maybe I'll see you there.
Uh-oh.
Harrowman! Sucker the warden. Balin will not allow it.
I suppose violence is sometimes.
You asked for it.
Push them back.
So.
Well, if it isn't my new best friend. You make it to the tower yet?
Package delivered.
Excellent. I must say I wasn't sure I'd see you back here. Now, that was 10 sovereigns we agreed to, right?
No, it was 20.
Right. Just testing. If you weren't paying attention, I know you didn't need the coin, right? Pleasure doing business with you.
What do you want, Warden? You're out of your element down here.
I'm looking for a thief who dared to steal from a shipwright.
Is that so? What makes you think anyone here would turn me, this person in? You've walked into a sodding fight, Warden.
Whatever. Look through the slot. Okay, I know it's over there, so how do I get in? Clues in Dusttown, okay.
Didn't get enough of the architectural beauty of...
Do you know a woman named Jarvia?
Know her. I used to run with her. Jarvia took over the Carta not more than a year ago, and already she's got every duster with both legs bearing swords for her.
Where could I find her?
It won't be easy. She's gotten real careful since Barat died. Real paranoid. She's got Carta members all carrying these fingerbone tokens. She scratches some mark into them, so she'll know they came from her. There's doors to her base all over the city, but only one is ever open at a time. And if you show up...
Where do I find the token?
Can't help you there, Salraka. The car... But that's worth something, right? Maybe just a little...
Here's 10 silver.
I'll think of you when I go to bed with a full stomach.
Hmm. You have one?
Pleasure doing business with you.
Do you have one?
Yes? Why is someone like you hanging about?
Whatever. Oh, hey.
There, stranger. 6 bits for a tumble. 2 silvers if you all want to go at once.
Can I ask you some questions about Carda?
I weren't talking to you.
No, please.
Hey there, stranger. 6
Do you know where I can find Darius' base?
Everywhere.
Well,
oh, hey.
What we have here.
Jarvia said you were looking for trouble. Congratulations. You found it.
Thank you.
Don't kill me! Sorry ancestors. What do they teach you on the surface? You fight like a bleeding archdemon. Sweet bloody stone, look at them all.
Tell me how to find Jarvia or you join them.
The base is below the city. You can get to...
Well, will you let me go now?
Yes.
Really? Oh, thank you.
Oh. Excuse me. Okay, we're gonna do that next time. We're gonna stop here because I'm tired. So thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed and I will see you later. Goodbye.